What's up, guys? Cassidy and Stirrup here. I am back with another video. I know it's been a while, guys. It's a lot of crazy stuff been going on. Um, had a health scare, all this other stuff, and I'm back. But let's get to the matter at hand. Let's talk about Batman Knightfall Part 1, the movie, okay? The animated movie. And guys, I gotta tell you, I just watched the movie. And it's like, man. So, firstly, this movie is based on the legendary comic in 1993. It's basically the story about how Bane came up as a villain, orchestrated a mass breakout with Arkham Asylum to basically exhaust Batman to his final ounce of strength, just exhausted him entirely to reclaim all the villains that escaped Arkham to get them back. He was, just been day after day, just every minute of every second of every day, just going after all the villains that broke out of Arkham. And he just did that to drain him, get him at his weakest and his most vulnerable. And basically, he broke him spiritually, mentally, and physically, as speaking as we know how he broke his back. The legendary epic back breaking of Batman from Bane. Honestly, you can if you said Bane was Batman's greatest villain, it's like or his one of his most legendary villains, I wouldn't even argue with you. If he's your favorite villain, I won't argue with you. Because dude, I'll tell you this, man. I'll tell you this, bro. In this movie, bro, if you basically said that Batman Nightfall Part 1, the movie, the animated movie, is your most favorite Batman movie of all time, or is the best DC movie of all time, I wouldn't even argue with you, bro. Just off of everything alone. They also had David Malchian as the Riddler, and then Jason Fleming as Mad Hatter, and I think it's Jessica Camacho as Renee Montoya, and all the and Mick Wingart as Harvey Bullock, and a lot of other side villains that they had as well with Victor Zsasz and everything like that, and they had the ventriloquist in here. But dude, besides that, bro, it's just dude, this animated movie just blew me away. First of all, Anson Mount and Michael Mando. Anson Mount is Bruce Wayne slash Batman. He did his damn thing with the voice acting. And I like how the animation in here, firstly, this is the best animation in recent memory for a DC animated film in general. Just seeing the blood, just seeing the suits. Oh, listen, I'm about to go full nuclear because this is where I get super irritated when it comes to the DCU and how you can deliver animated movies so epic and glorious and grandiose, and then the live action movies and live action content seems just so just empty, bland, and the suits are trash. The suits are ass. It's crazy. DC gives the best animated movies ever, but delivers the most mediocre and most divisive live action content ever. Like it blows me away because you have the blueprint right there. This animated movie shows you what DC is capable of, but yet the live action just can't correlate. So, firstly, again, Anson Mount as Bruce Wayne and slash Batman in this movie, voicing him, epic fire. I love how they betrayed Bruce in this movie, and I love how they betrayed Batman in this movie. You know what I'm saying? And Michael Mando as Bane. Whoa. Like, I'm talking, he goes from the Scorpion and he goes to Bane. I wouldn't mind seeing him as a live action Bane, bro. Like, this guy is just, he really brings that Latin American culture, which, Bane is Latin American. His dad's British, and I think his mom is, the mom is from the Caribbeans. But man, Michael Mandau, or Mando, I'm sorry, he really owned this role, voice acting wise. You felt, see, this is the thing that makes, you know, makes voice acting all worthwhile. It's when you can really feel the emotion beyond the animation, and it just gives you chills. There's so many moments I had chills throughout this animated movie, bro. And let me not forget about Pablo Schreiber as Jean Paul Valley, Azrael, if I'm saying it correctly. Dude, I even forgot he was basically supposed to be the successor for Batman, but he's an anti-hero and his psyche's broken. And even that character, bro, listen, this movie is 100 out of 10. This movie is S plus. It's above A. It's S plus ranked here. I'm definitely buying this for sure. Blu-ray. I want this 4K. Give it all to me. This is one of the greatest Batman movies of all time, and it's animated. Funny, right? It blows me away. And Tim Drake in here was fire too, bro. You know, Go, bro. Gordon in here was good. Alfred's good. Everybody played their role in here. And then Chandra, his what, therapist slash, yeah, Chandra being the therapist, beautiful, sexy black woman, chocolate, and her having her telekinetic healing powers, which I was like, when she was laying on Batman, I was like, and you see that the blood kind of soaking up in the arm healing. I was like, okay, so she does have abilities. Great, right? And I know in the comic story, they do fall, she does fall for Chandra, and she gets taken by her villainous brother, and Batman rescues her. So this animated movie follows a good amount of the comic, but not exactly through and through, which is fine. This animated movie shows you what the live action DCU needs to do and stick to the comic. See, this is where if it's not broken, don't fix it, but don't follow it through and through. I understand that these people that do DCU live action projects don't want to follow the comics, don't want to follow the animated storylines. It's fine. But I always say, make sure you follow the source material, but don't follow 100% the source material's storytelling. You can follow, because here's the thing, that's what we know is the source material. That's what has raised generations. That's what we know best. And when you stray away from that, it blows me away that they say, oh, they're only straying away from the source material, and what made the projects big is because they want to get the modern audience, which in my case, you can also get. Why not please the audience that builds you up to be $1 billion company while also pleasing the modern audience? This movie, I'm telling you this right now. I'm gonna tell you this right now, bro. If this movie, if they took this exact script and this exact story, and if they made this animated movie live action, this would be an easy $1 billion plus movie, live action, easily, easily. This animated movie right here clears Superman 2025, clears Supergirl 2026. It clears. I don't care what I watch for Lanterns. Lanterns is all right so far. I'm not gonna lie, but I don't even have to see the whole season of Lanterns to say that this animated movie right here destroys every DCU project. I would watch this. This movie trumps everything the DCU has done so far, and that's a problem. That's a problem, Jack. This is where I'm going to keep it G and real. Again, the animation in this movie, the suits in this movie, the aesthetic of everything, the backstory and the emotion, the tension, the veracity, the brutality in this movie. This could definitely be a live action rated R Elseworld Batman movie. Just so we can, keep Batman far away from, keep the main Batman from, that rated R territory that you don't want to take him to. So he could be, for the general audience and to the children. But this movie right here could have easily been a live action rated R Elseworld Batman film. This is a movie that I could see the way that Anson Mount is portrayed in how he voices Batman, how Batman and Bruce Wayne is portrayed in this animated movie, bro. This could have been y'all could have hired Alan Richson to play an Elseworld rated R Batman like this, bro. Easy $1 billion, dude. I don't know why the DCU doesn't just allow Elseworld movies, Elseworld films, just projects that can break that boundary and take this could have been I don't get it, bro. I don't get it. I don't understand it. I don't understand it. You come out with an animated movie like this that's so fire in every aspect, but the live action projects aren't hitting like this. It's night and day. Animation up here, live action content down here. Why is it not correlating? Why can't we get this live action in the DCU? That's my problem. The DCU has to follow this kind of formula that the Batman Knightfall Part 1 animated movie has just given us. This is the only way that they can combat Marvel is when they go dark like this. The DC is just better dark. Don't bring no Marvel feels over here. Leave that for certain characters, but it has been proven time and time again that the DC shines when the DC is dark. Just call it dark comics for short. DC dark comics. That's where their bread and butter is at. And this animated movie proves it. Just the brutality of what Bane does to Batman in this movie, bro. It's bro. He truly is the Bane of Gotham. He destroys Arkham Asylum and he sets loose all the villains, exhausts Batman, breaks him mentally, physically, and then he gets him at his weakest and just destroys him. They show the backstory of Bane, with his mother dying in prison. They raise this man up, and then the sick bastard who tries to grape him in prison. He gives him the magazine of the Waynes on the front cover, and he's just looking at it. Dude, this displays Bane in such a way. No offense to Tom Hardy's Bane, which is in not which is the most inaccurate portrayal of Bane whatsoever, but it still worked. But this is the Bane that we need to see. I heard that I don't know if they're still doing the Batman. I mean, I don't know if they're still doing the Deathstroke and Bane movie, which I don't know. It depends on what happens with the merger between Paramount and Warner Brothers. But bro, I'm telling you, bro. This this is what we need live action. I don't know how many people got to keep saying this, bro. If DC makes live action movies like this, Marvel has no chance in retaliation. No other superhero company, movie, um, institution, department, I don't care. Anything superhero has no choice but to bow down to a live action movie if they made a live action movie like this, bro. This Batman Nightfall Part 1 animated movie, I'm about to watch it again. I just watched it and I'm going to watch it later on tonight. That's how good this movie is, bro. And again, it's not an Oscar winning script. It's not a rocket science psychological type of thing here. It just gives you Bane's story and shows you how lethal Bane is, what drove him, what molded him, what shaped him, and once he survived the venom test from the warden and the security officers and everything like that, you give him the power to be above all. You feel me? You gave him the juice that he needed, literally, to embark on his mission that his mama told him to do. My boy did it all for his mama, you feel me? And I love the fact that he said that, Thomas Wayne strengthened up and built up Gotham. And now Bruce Wayne is making Gotham brittle, weak, and just a shell of itself. And so now He doesn't want to destroy Bat, and it's funny, he already knows that Batman is Bruce Wayne. It's like, bro, it's like, dude, if you're giving us this live action, I don't understand. It's like, bro, the DCU is just giving me the biggest headache ever, bro, because I'm a fan of Marvel and DC, bro, but again, this is a DC household. If I had to choose, it's DC all day 24/7. It's not even a discussion. But if the live action projects were hitting all the cylinders like this animated movie did that I just witnessed, there is no competition, bro. I'm talking, bro, the fight, dude. I'm talking Azrael. The way Azrael was fighting this movie, Sir Jean Paul Valley, bro. Oh my god, Tim Drake was getting it, dog. Like, I don't understand how DC makes legendary animated movies, but they just cannot do the same with live action movies. I don't care if you love Superman or you love Supergirl. There's no. It's my thing is that no matter what you think about Superman 2025 or Supergirl 2026, the truth stands is that they didn't bring those movies did not bring the epicness that a movie like this brought. It's not. It's nothing meme worthy in those movies. It's nothing legendary in those movies that you're like. It's nothing that really rose goosebumps. I'm talking from your toes to the crown of your head, bro. This Batman Nightfall animated movie, bro, part one is like, dude, this is what supervillains and superheroes should feel like. This is what it should feel like for seeing a superhero or, like Batman, who's been doing it for so many years. And it shows everything he's been through, the trauma, the psyche that he has. Just, dog, I'm talking, this is what it takes to make a legendary superhero film. Bro, Batman Nightfall Part 1 is legendary. On some Jeremy Johnson, this movie is awesome tacular. This movie needs to be studied, sir. It's crazy how they just mush in Bane's origin and his creation and his drive while also showing a little bit of the Bat family, the backstory of what Batman's been through with Dick Grayson, Jason Todd, and now he's got Tim Drake. You see Azrael, who's supposed to be his successor, and in the comics, and showing how his psyche is demented, it's broken, and they're putting him through these secret program trainings that can keep his mental in check and also use his abilities for good. And you see his suit, bro. His suit's fire. Tim Drake's suit is fire, bro. Batman's suit is fire. Bane looks fire. I'm like, yo, why can't we get this live action, bro? Pound. I'm gonna make a pound. I'm gonna make a hashtag right now. Hashtag why can't we get this live action? Put Batman Nightfall Part 1 animated movie. Hashtag why can't we get this live action? Please, somebody tell me. Why? Why? You can't. You can't. Somebody make me understand why this movie goes so hard, but the live action DCU projects ain't going this hard. I need to know. Is it a budget thing? Don't tell me it's a script and writers thing, because they made this animated movie. Script was fire, bro. Pacing was fire. I didn't want this movie in the end. I didn't want this movie to end. I needed an extra hour added onto this movie, sir. And I know that there's a part two coming. And that's what makes it so delicious. And now I'm foaming at the mouth waiting for part two to come out, which I'm guessing it's going to be coming out next year. But this is how you do it, bro. Give me a live action Elseworld Batman movie like this, buddy. Rated R. A rated R Elseworld live action Batman movie, dude. This could have easily been that. And I see you guys checking out my, Batman poster right here. Yeah, he's pretty lit. That's what I need. Yeah, I need a big, buff, beefy Batman with iconic poses like that for my live action, please. Can I have that? I don't want no. I don't want no crappy suits. I need a beefy dude. You better get these actors beefed up. I like my superheroes to look godly. You feel me? To look larger than life. You know what I'm saying? That's what we're missing so much from the DCU and what they've been giving us. Again, no offense. Like I said, dude, I gave what Supergirl what a C plus. I gave Supergirl a C plus, and I gave Superman 2025 like a B minus. You feel me? But this movie right here, this movie destroys everything the DCU has done. Period. And it's animated. We got a problem here, bro. Why are we giving the animation department all the why are we giving the animation department all the sauce and juice, and then you're giving us low fat milk for the live action projects? What are we doing here? DCU, James Gunn, Peter Safran, Chris Landau for Damadou, for however you say his name, for the Lantern's writer. What is this? What is this? I'm blown away by this animated movie. But I have yet to be blown away like this for any DCU live action projects. This movie is one of the greatest Batman movies I've seen in a long time. It's top 3. Again, I'm going to watch this again. The action is fire, the animation is fire, the pacing's fire, the script is lit. Bane is a menace from the pits of hell, literally the pit. And the way that he breaks, the way that they display him breaking Batman's back in his own backyard. You know how lit it is to see Bane pull up at Batman's own spot slash Bruce Wayne's crib and destroy him and humiliate him, and while he knocks out Alfred and Tim Drake, takes him to the Bat Cave. He's beating him up. He's beating the piss out of him through his own Bat Cave, bro. And he knows it's Bruce Wayne. He's just giving it to him. And the way that he displays the legendary, I said the way that he delivers the legendary backbreaker, the spine buster, and you hear all of. I said, dude, this is this is more savage than the comic. This exceeds what the comic gave you for that legendary moment Bane broke Batman's back. The way that Bane does Batman in here trumps. This is the most peak betrayal ever for Bane. This Bane is lit. Michael Mando, you're lit as Bane. Is voice acting. This is peak Bane. They've rose Bane. This movie raises Bane's stock. I'm talking to Twin Tower heights, bro. Rest in peace, bro. This is crazy. This is one of the best DC animated movies of all time. This is one of the best Batman movies of all time. This is one of the DC's best movies of all time. Let's take the animated aside. Put the animated, you know, moniker on the table real quick. Let's just talk as just as let's talk about it as a whole, as one of DC's projects. This movie's up there. I couldn't believe what I was watching. I couldn't believe just the grandiose, the scale, the animation, bro, just the aesthetic of the characters. Everybody looks tight. The Batmobile looks tight. I can't wait to see the Batwing, and I know that part 2 is going to be bringing the Batman mecha suit. Like, bro, if we bro, this is going to dude, we're all this is going to make everybody faint in the theater if this was live action. There's no way to survive this live action. This would be the greatest superhero film of all time, bro. Live action, bro. Oh my. This would be this would destroy all rated R content live act, bro. This would be every rated R superhero film grossing ever. Deadpool, Wolverine, Joker, it's destroying everything. If they would have just given us this as an Elseworld rated R live action Batman movie. It's that simple. James, you want to save your career? James, you want to save your behind? You want to save your CEO seat? Give us live action movies like this, bro. This shouldn't have been animated. I'm standing 10 on this, bro. This should have been a live action rated R Batman Elseworld film. And you should and get Alan Richardson to play Batman. Perfect build. You ain't beating it. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Jack. I need my Batman looking like a brick house, juiced up action figure body, bro. That's the Batman I know and love and grew up with, animated, comics, wise, everything. Alan Richardson, he's what? He's in his late 40s. Hurry up before he gets too old, bro. Put this man in a Batman suit, bro. And to end off this video, man, first of all, rest in peace to Tim Curry, the original Pennywise, the man of many faces. Just rest in peace to Tim Curry, man. Rest in peace to Sam Neill. Jurassic Park status, you feel me? Rest in peace, Dolly Parton, the country queen, you know what I'm saying? The country princess, you know. And first and foremost, man, rest in peace to Hayden Panettiere from Heroes. Bring it on. You know what I'm saying? And without further ado, rest in peace to Peter Cullen, the voice of Optimus Prime, bro. While I rise, you fall. Autobots, roll out. Like, bruh. And again, guys, I know I've been gone for a while, but it's just a lot of stuff happening, just, in life in general. And then we got all these, legendary names just passing away one by one by one, bro. Hey, man, listen, man. Y'all better please get y'all minds right, get your souls right, get your house in order, love your family, love your neighbors, dude, because you never know when it's your time. And do everything with the veracity of this movie to the T. Bring this energy from this Batman Knightfall Part 1 movie to everything you do in life, bro. Take nothing for granted and do everything at 1000%, bro. Because you never know when it's your time. I love you all. Thank you for watching. And again, Batman Knightfall Part 1, Knightfall, the 2026 animated movie, is one of the greatest Batman movies of all time. It's one of the greatest DC animated movies of all time. And it's just one of the greatest DC projects that I've seen in a very long time. And I'm sorry to say, I'm pissed as I don't know what that they couldn't made this. They could have used this script for a live action Elseworld rated R Batman movie. This is the drugs that the DCU needs injected in its body to bring it where it needs to be. This is the live action projects that I need from the DCU. See, look, they got me attacking the camera here. This is what I need. James Gunn, this is what we need, bro. I don't want to see no more animated movies this fire. I need to see live action movies being fire like this. It's no excuse when you have about 80 to 70 years of content, comics, animations, live action classic projects. You have all these blueprints, all these characters, all this at your fingertips, but yet we're getting bare bones with live action projects. This needs to stop, and this is what the DCU needs to resurrect itself. Movies and live action projects like this animated movie right here. And without further ado, again, I give this movie the official S plus rank status that it deserves. Watch this movie, buy this movie, indulge in this movie multiple times, 100 times if you need to watch it. This is what peak Batman content smells, feels, and looks like. Thank you guys for watching. I love you all. Take care. Peace.